The inception of Malaika Early Learning Center goes back to a school that was located next to the facility we're at now. We decided one day, I brought my wife Kali down to visit, and we went down into the child care center, and we found that it was really just a large room with bookcases, tables turned on their side as dividers, and the children were really no toys, they were just in this open space. So we decided at that time there had to be something better, and when we left we decided that we should invest in and help build an early learning center in Milwaukee. We wanted to try to do something to change the vortex these children were caught in of the cycle of poverty. The thought was to get children at the earliest age, help them get a start in life so then that they would be able to take care of themselves and their children wouldn't have to follow in the same footsteps as they had.
To me, the biggest challenge facing our community is that our impoverished families don't really know the power of educating themselves and educating their children is really the number one thing that can get them out of poverty.
The original building was primarily funded through our trust through the Greater Milwaukee Foundation.
And when I learned about their philanthropic efforts and what an incredible early childhood care and education center they established, it was something that I began to follow.
Well, I knew when we were in the Harambe neighborhood that we wanted a Swahili name, so we Googled Swahili names and came up with Malaika, which means little angel, and we knew that was perfect.
Because Malaika does so many great things in the Harambe community, which is one of our priority neighborhoods, we've been investing in them since at least 2004.
The staff from Malaika convinced me that we were probably letting the kids go too soon. What hit me is when they said from 0 to 8 you learn to read.
And after 4th grade, they really are reading to learn. And what that means is you set the foundation for reading skills for children before 4th grade. They are learning to read. Anything after 3rd, 4th grade, they absolutely need reading skills to be able to learn all the other content areas as complex as they get afterwards.
And it hit me that we were leaving the kids at 5 years old and we hadn't finished building that base. Once the decision was made to do the addition, obviously, like everything else, funding became the issue. Fortunately, the Todd Weir Foundation stepped in.
Malaika decided that they wanted to proceed with a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade, and to build an addition where those grades could be housed. And then we really became interested.
Grade by 8, originally we coined that when we were doing our capital campaign for the expansion. And really it means to ensure that our children are great by the age of 8.
Those are the grades when the kids really get learning and reading. And we believe that reading is just absolutely essential. And the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grades are the ones where they really get the foundation for that.
Malaika's had the opportunity to obtain a 5-star rating through the Young Star program and maintain that. And not only maintain just a 5-star status, Malaika is accredited, both the child care and the school program.
What impressed us about Malaika and why I think they stand out, we were impressed with the administration who do the day-to-day work.
Well, I knew Malaika was a special place as soon as I got here. I've always known about the high quality and the excellent programming that happens here, but one thing that was very apparent to me, you have people in spaces that absolutely care about children.
You can tell when staff are passionate about their job because it shows up in the way that they come into the building. And I feel like at Malaika, you wouldn't know that Ava, our daughter, is not somebody's daughter who works there.
I think what makes it special is its design. It's beautiful, it's whimsical. When kids walk into it, there is no doubt in my mind that they don't even remember anything that they got going on at home.
They have a family away from home. They walk through those doors knowing that they're safe once that door closed. They know that they can come and talk to any one of the staff members about anything that they may be facing, going through, or just a hug, just on a general day.
I liked all of the teachers, especially my principal, because if I had a hard time, she would come and get me and let me take a break with her, and we would talk and walk it out.
Malaika is the place where kids go and parents feel comfortable because we treat everybody's kids like our own.
It'd be amazing if we can have 10 Malaikas I think that would help our community. It would help families in our communities do better for their children.
A lot of the social things that are happening within society this year really stem from them not having self-regulation skills. And that is something that I know Malaika is very prideful about, is those social and emotional skills are very well taken care of. And a lot of the nurturing that happens here within classrooms really allows for children to learn those self-regulation skills. And if children learn those self-regulation skills early enough in life, it sets the foundation and it sticks with them for a long time.
When I really didn't want to do something at the time, they would help me calm down and help me set my mind on doing that thing and get me back to the right stage.
I see the respect and coming in and playing a real strong part in your kids that come out, Malaika. Like I said, they respect themselves and others, and you need that in this world.
We might get a student in 4-year-old kindergarten who has never been in a child care center, really hasn't been in a structured environment, and I will tell you by the time they go through K4 and 2nd grade, 3rd grade, they are really not just intelligent, but they've built some social, emotional, and character skills that will really carry them throughout life.
Kids that come out of here start to do bigger and better things in life. Like me, I just graduated high school and going on to college in August, so it all started here.
I got a head start at Malaika. It helped me show who I really am, like how smart I could be if I try.
We're also that place in the Harambe neighborhood that I think people see as a staple in the community. We set the tone for what positive things, positive interaction, positivity for children, families, and communities should look like.
There are a lot of things that make Malaika special, but one thing that comes to mind beyond its highest star rating, beyond its excellent teachers, beyond its stellar leadership in Tamara Johnson, is how they engage parents, specifically fathers. They have really figured out how to engage fathers in the development of their children.
People are really invested in what happens at Malaika, and I think building relationships is one of the things that I've seen Malaika do that I have in a way that I have not seen other places do.
I've been watching y'all for 15 years do excellent work in the community, helping these young ladies out, because I know for a fact it's ladies that bring their kids here that didn't have a job until they enrolled their kids in here. Because they was at home all day, they didn't have nobody helping them out until this place was built. They didn't have nowhere to take them.
Families that have young children ages 0 to 8 or 0 to 5, high quality childcare is often not affordable, not available, or they don't have access to it. And Malaika provides both of those things, and I know so many families are grateful for that.
Early education and school is just not funded the way that it needs to be. Our children are probably our most important assets in this country, and we give them the least amount of everything.
The leadership skills that Malaika teachers plant in these kids, you see it's still growing and growing.
It's a great place to put your money because it's bringing leaders. Leaders is coming out of Malaika every year. Every year they bring in new people and new leaders are leaving.
This place here, this is the bomb.
Being able to know that you can help someone is the biggest gift of all.
In my future now, coming out of Malaika, is I see myself doing great things.
Never settle for less when they can have the best. And Malaika is the best.
We recognize that the facility is what it is today and the program because of the staff, the volunteers, and the board members. They're really the people that are going to take this forward into the future. We may have helped plant the seed, but everybody is helping this thing grow, and it'll be interesting to see where it can go in the years to come and hopefully keep benefiting children for many generations.